Welcome back to another episode of Hot Rods by Doug. You can see we're out here in the shop. We're working on this 70 C10. My buddy Kyle brought me. He wanted to get an alignment done on it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come in here and do a little home alignment on it. To get the front wheels straight. It's a pretty sweet little truck. It's on air ride, and you guys know me. This is right down my alley of stuff that I like. I met Kyle a few years ago when I had my C10, and he liked it, and he eventually has got himself one. So we're gonna try to help him out. He took it to a couple different shops, and they have not seemed to be able to get it aligned good enough. So I've already kind of went over it and checked it out. And for anybody's information, these shims here should go on the back side. I don't see what they're doing. If somebody else knows why they put shims on the front side of the control arm instead of the rear to get your camber setting, let me know in the comments. Other than that, I don't think the people that did the alignment on this know what they're doing. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm not a professional, but I haven't been here a long time, but I've been around it enough to know that the shims are in the wrong place. But I think the camber is good. We'll check all that. I think mostly we're just going to do a toe in or toe out alignment on it. We're just going to do the caster, I guess you could call it, alignment on it, and then try to get them back out of here. All right, well, I got the whole front end adjusted on this thing. We got the air compressors running, but we got the front end adjusted at the height he wanted it at. So I think now we're gonna jump in it and take it down the road and see how it feels to him, and maybe come back and tweak it a little bit more, or maybe that's where he wants it, I don't know. But I guess let's just jump in this thing and take it for a ride. We use caustic. Yeah. If you get that off, it'll bust out really Well, my buddy Kyle just left. He's very happy with how the alignment turned out. We got that baby on there straight, went down the road straight, let go of the steering wheel straight. So he's very happy with it. That truck's really cool. He said he's got some other stuff he would like me to work on down the road, hopefully. So hopefully we'll have a little bit more work to do on it. I really enjoy working on stuff like that. Kind of makes me miss my C10 a little bit. And, you know, I tried something different with our alignment with using these blocks. You know, usually I just lay down on the ground and try to do it, but we put them up on the blocks so that we could get underneath of it, and that worked out pretty good. So I got some more ideas to work with these blocks to do more alignment. So if you got a lowered car or lowered truck or bag truck or whatever, and you can't find nobody to align it, send me a message, because I might be able to hook you up. I can't do everything, but we can try our best to help you out, because I've done it enough to know what we're looking at, what we're not looking at. I mean, you can see they did not have the shims in the right spot. I don't even know what they were shimming. They weren't shimming nothing. So that's probably going to be it for today. So I guess I'll just catch up with you guys here in a couple days. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a few days. We're here at the little garage at the house, and I don't have a lot of time today to get into a lot of stuff. It's our oldest boy's birthday coming up soon, so we're having a cookout today. So I got grass to mow and stuff to get ready around here, but it's kind of early in the morning, and I'm gonna work on the Suburban a little bit. And what we got going on with the Suburban is, I think we have a bent crank pulley, because when I'm driving it, the belt makes a horrendous noise, like a slapping noise is what it sounds like to me. And I've changed the tensioner, the idler. The only pulley that is not from the motor we swapped into this thing is the crank pulley and the power steering pulley, and it never made any of these sounds with the other motor. So I was looking at it and I thought it looked like it was wobbling a little bit. When you look at the belt on the edge looks like it's being wore down, like it's not sitting right. So I went ahead and ordered another crank pulley, and we're going to try to pull this one off and see if that takes care of our noise. If that doesn't take care of it, then the only other pulley we have to change is the power steering pulley. And I still have the old power steering pump off the old motor, and that's what we'll do next if this doesn't take care of it. So I'm not sure how easy it's going to be to get down to it. I may have to jack the front of this thing up and see if I can't crawl underneath of it. And if I can't, then I'll just have to take it out to Dad's house and throw it up on the lift real quick. I wanted to fix this morning before I got started with my other stuff going on. I'm trying to get a little more in detail in my videos on what I'm doing, so I'm gonna set you guys up. You guys hang out with me while we try to figure this out, and you never know, we might end up in the big garage. So I'm gonna grab my tripod, grab some tools, and see what we can do. Alright, so we decided to just go ahead and come out here to the garage. It was just easier to use one of Dad's big jacks instead of I have a little tiny 2-ton jack, and it just doesn't do jack. So we're going to use the big jack this thing up. I know we have a perfectly good lift right here, but I'm just going to jack it up. It shouldn't take very long to pull this bottom pulley off. I just didn't want to do it in the driveway. So little guy's up with Grandma. I got other little guy out here with me. He's going to help me change this thing out real quick so that we can get back home, get our other chores done for the day. All right, so we have just those 4 bolts we're going to take off, and then we'll pull this pulley off. Like I said earlier, I just think it's bent. Maybe it got dropped in between the motor changes. I don't know, but it just looks a little off. When you look at the side of the belt here, you shouldn't see any white. So it tells me that the belt is rubbing on the side. So if this isn't it, then it's got to be that power steering pulley. And if it's not that power steering pulley and it's not this one, then I'm really lost, because all the other pulleys have already been changed. So I'm going to find some sockets, and we're going to start pulling this baby off. All right, well, we got that pulley out. Buddy, did you see anything different in between those pulleys?
Yeah, I did. This is bent.
Yep, he's right. it's got a bend in it. You can definitely see that thing's got a bend in it. Hopefully that will take care of our noise. This one is brand new. We'll just put the new one in, put the belt back on. That should take care of our noise. It must have been dropped in between being pulled out and put back in, so I hope that this takes care of it. So now we're gonna get this new one put on, and then we can get on with our day today. All right, well, I got the belt back on, so I guess now we just need to fire it up and see if it's making the same noise it was making a little bit ago. I don't hear no noise now. Man, that sounds awesome. I've been listening to that squeaking noise for months, ever since we put this motor in it. And I've tried to track down different belts. I just never thought that the bell housing would be bent like that. Still got a little squeak, but I can handle that a lot more than I can handle that chirping stuff. Well, that took care of it. Glad it was just a pulley, something simple. Now we can move on to other things. We're about done with stuff on the Suburban for now. I do have other things planned for it this winter. I don't know. I really want to keep this thing for a long time. So I think I got big plans for the Suburban this winter. We're going to clean a lot of stuff up on it. We're going to fix a lot of stuff on it. Maybe repaint it this winter and get it really looking good for next year. We're going to drive it down to Mini Nats next year. We won't be taking it in the show, but we're going to drive it down. Or you never know. We might bring it in the show. I don't know. We'll just see what happens. But I've been sitting around trying to think of some other ideas of things that you guys would like to see. Things that I want to build. And sometimes I come up a little empty-handed because money's not always where I want it to be. So I don't know sometimes what we're going to do next. So the videos might get a little shorter as we go on. They might get a little longer here and there. We still have some more car shows that we're going to be going to. I'm going to try to bring you guys some local stuff, some far away stuff. So I have stuff I want to do. It's just getting the money to do it is the hard part. We have a nice 454 sitting here on a stand. I would like to build something to put that in. I made a post on Facebook about what you guys would like to see more on the channel. And I'm thinking of building some sort of rat rod. Something we can just go out and beat the crap out of it. I mean, just shred the tires off of it. Have some fun with it. Nothing that's going to be like super awesome. We're not going to put nothing up on stands and put mirrors under it. It's just going to be something fun to go out and have fun in. So I don't know. I've been doing a lot of thinking, been a lot of searching on Facebook Marketplace. So another build is in the works, but I don't know what it's going to be yet. But hopefully you guys will just keep coming back and checking out what we got going on. We still have the Impala down here. We are going to start on this fender very soon. I've been talking to some people, doing my research on how to fix all this. I'd like to get the Impala out. I think we're going to take the Impala to Somerset. It's not 100%, but I think we're going to take the Impala to Somerset. If not, we'll just take the Suburban. I am trying to be a little more in detail of what we're doing instead of just putting you guys on a tripod and time lapse and everything. I'm trying to get to where I show you guys a little more of the process. So hopefully you guys will enjoy a little more of that than just the old sitting up, watching me do work and then seeing the end results. But for now, I think that's going to be a wrap for this video. I appreciate everybody that keeps coming back. I appreciate everybody that's subscribed, that's shared, liked. I appreciate all that stuff. Just keep doing what you're doing. Like and subscribe. If you're new to the channel, I appreciate you stopping by. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the little bell so that you'll know when another video of Hot Rods by Doug is coming out. And you guys do all that, and we're going to keep on hot rodding. So catch you guys next time.